Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Alina. I am a part-time Poshmark reseller and a reselling content creator, and I just started doing live shows, and I decided to show you how to really quickly put together a pop-up show to go live and sell. So I will show you my setup and what you need to start a show. So first you will need some clothes, of course. And I numbered mine because it's really easy. These live numbers, you can find them on Amazon. And I numbered everything. I do a sweater show and sweater weather. I have a few vests, I have a few sweaters, and this is how I numbered them. If somebody is requesting to see a specific sweater, they will just tell me the number and I will know which one it is in a second. This is how they look like, and I have my scotch tape, I have a scissor, I have my lipstick, and then this is the setup. I got this stand on Amazon as well. It's not very sturdy, but it does the job. And you will need a measuring tape just in case somebody's asking for measurements like pit to pit or total length. I have a ring light, but I don't use it. I use the actual tripod, which is not very sturdy, so I will buy another one that's full length because I just started and I didn't want to invest too much money. But look at this baby. So when you turn this on, it gives you a lot of light because you will need it in the live show. And that's about it of what you need. Next thing I do, I will need to head on to my Poshmark closet, and everything you see here has to be marked not for sale. Because if you sell it here and if you sell it in your Poshmark closet by chance, you will have a problem. So the first thing you do is starting with number 1, look for all the pieces you want to auction. Mark them not for sale in your closet for the duration of the show. And as an example, I would mark not for sale a few pieces just in case you need a refresher. You will also have to number the pieces just in case so you know which one you are auctioning. If somebody is asking you for a certain piece, a certain number, you will see it right away and the show will run smoothly. As you know, the title can be only 80 letters long, and adding numbers might overpass that number, so you need to do a few adjustments and make your title shorter. As you have to change the listing back and available for sale, you can always change the title as well. Once you are done, click the wrench icon on the upper right side and select My Posh Shows. You will see a Create button. First, you will have to select a picture that best represents your show style. Just write a quick and relevant description like styles, brands, sizes. To have a better idea, I would recommend you head on to the shows that are available currently and just get inspiration from them. So for the sake of this experimental show, I will do a sweater weather quick half an hour to 1 hour show. And after I write my description, I like to put the brands because people are looking for certain brands and this would make it easier. And I will do the start time, which I will put in 10 minutes from now. And the duration of the show does not really matter, as you can go on for as long as you wish. If you want to do an all-day show, you can do that. Now the title is very relevant because this is what brings people in, but it is very restrictive. You cannot put many words there, so try to do it as relevant as possible. Now click on schedule and you can schedule your show anytime between now and in the future. And then you add listings. Go ahead and add the listings from the beginning to the end. Unfortunately, you will have to go one by one as there is no feature to select all. The live show feature is still in beta testing and Poshmark is actively working at it. So you are limited to a total of 50 listings per show for now. Once you are done adding all the listings in your show, click the schedule button and you will notice that the show has been added to your schedule. From there, click on the show itself, click update so all the listings can update into your show. Click enter the show once you are ready to start and you will see the countdown clock, and then you will have to click start show. Take the time to adjust lighting, adjust position of your camera, and adjust yourself. So congratulations, you are now live. Hi everybody. For this show, I am using my cell phone. I understand from Poshmark that using a laptop or a tablet or iPad will give you a grainy image. So using a phone is the best bet. You will notice on the upper right side, you have that orange tab. It says live. It just lets you know you are live, and right underneath there is a count of people, how many people there are in the show. Like I said before, this feature is still beta testing and the chat is showing you when every person is joining, which it goes very, very fast, and you barely see if somebody is asking you to show them a certain piece. But with a little bit of patience, you will get through this. As you see, I just jumped right into it. I am showing people different pieces as they come in. Just give the people some time to get adjusted and get to know you a little bit, your personality. And the best advice I can give you is just be yourself. So as I started the show, I did a screen recording which did not register the sound, so I will just do a voiceover. You are not required to have any experience. Basically what I did, because these were sweaters, I tried on a few and showed details of pieces until somebody was asking me to show a certain piece or a certain number. That's when you start auctioning things. Notice in the chat somebody is asking me to show them the pink puffer jacket. And I can now show you the actual process. I will talk a little bit about the piece. I will show details, condition, material, and size. To start your auction and pull up your item, click on the right side of the chat window on that little square and select the number corresponding to the piece you want to show. In which case, this one is number 6. When you click on it, it will prompt you to select the bidding start, and you can put any price that you're comfortable with, and then 30 seconds, 45 seconds, or 60 seconds. I would go with 30 or 45 seconds because this will give me some time to speak about the piece again and show it from all the angles. Again, if this would have been a pair of pants, I would not have tried it, but some people request measurements, in which case the measuring tape, it comes in handy. You have to actively watch the chat because it goes by very fast. And as you can see, the auction is going. Somebody else can bid against the current bidder, and you will see on the lower right side who is bidding, how many seconds you have left, and what price you will sell the item for. So once the time is up, you will see the bidder has won the item, and this will go into your sales and act like a regular Poshmark sale. You will then download the label, pack, and ship the item after 3 hours because this is considered a full price sale. I have to mention a few things. As you see on the screen, I put my phone on plane mode so nobody calls me during the live show. And also a few tips. Try not to talk too much about the item, just the basics, size, material, and component, and by case measurements. As you notice, a lot of people are joining very fast, so don't forget to repeat those things, especially the size. Here's another example of how to mark an item for an auction. You just pull up the number of the piece, click on it. This is number 30, auctioning right now. And then you head on to auction item on the bottom. Put your starting price that you're comfortable with and hit 30, 45, or 60 seconds. And the clock is ticking. Somebody will bid on it. And when the time is up, the person who won the bid will be announced on the screen. There is one more thing I want to talk about, and it is about the bundle. It is currently the middle of October 2022, and probably Poshmark is working to fix this feature because it is very useful and people want to purchase multiple items and not pay $7.67 for each item they purchased. So this is what we do to go around that. When somebody is purchasing multiple items in my show, at the end of the show, I go create a bundle listing in my closet and take pictures of individual pieces that person has purchased from me in the show. Once that listing is created, you will put the total amount of how much that buyer has purchased the items in the show for. Add that listing to the customer's bundle and send them a message just to make them aware that they should purchase that listing. Once they purchase that listing bundle, you will head on over to your sales and cancel all the individual purchases from that client. So just make sure you create the bundle listing first, and once that is purchased by the customer, you can go ahead and cancel the individual orders. So it's really easy. Like you see, it's repetitive work. Once you do it a few times, you will find it really easy. It does not really matter what type of a person you are. People just want to see and buy your stuff. Again, if you are a bit uneasy about being in front of the camera, just be yourself. And I would suggest to go in the live shows and see how other people do it, and you will get confident with time. Like you see, I look very raggedy right now. I am doing an experiment, but just wanted to show you it does not matter how really you look like because you still sell if you have stuff that people need. So I had so much fun. This show was about 50 minutes long. I sold 5 sweaters and I was pretty happy with it. I find that 45 seconds for the auction run is the sweet spot because it lets me speak about the item a little bit longer. And as people come in constantly, it allows them to throw in a last second bid. I will let you enjoy a little bit and get familiar with the process, and I will wrap it up with what you do after the show. So here we are at the end of the show. To exit, click the X on the upper left side, and yes, and congratulations, you did the first live show on Poshmark. So once the show is over and you're catching your breath, you can head on over to your feed and you will see all the sales you have made in the show. They will appear as normal regular sales, and you will now need to make all your listings that didn't sell available for sale in your closet. So in my case, I had 30 listings and I sold 5. So all the 25 will need to be individually edited and made for sale again. After I finish making all the listings available for sale again, I am heading over to the sales and take a screenshot so I know which pieces I am bundling. Right now I only have a customer that bundled, but please pay attention because it's very easy to make a mistake. I also wrote the individual pieces price so I know what the total is. I want to bundle 2 sales for 1 single customer. So I will create a listing and take a picture of the 2 sales. State in the title of the listing that this listing is a bundle created for a specific customer so that nobody purchases. And then communicate with your buyers so they purchase that listing first and then cancel the 2 individual sales. Okay, so this was it, you guys. Like I said, you have to deal with the mess afterwards. And I will show you what I mean by mess. I sold 8 sweaters. I sold it cheap because I wanted to do this experiment and I wanted to show you how to set up and how to do a live show. And I am not sorry because I had a lot of fun. But here's what I'm left with. So this is what I sold. And look at this mess. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. Okay, so I will have to put everything back in the inventory. I will have to take the numbers from the items, and I will have to put everything back neat in bags and put it back in the inventory. So, well, I'm happy. Look, I sold it. So you gotta do it, yes? If you enjoy my content, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye!